me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't you proud to beg?
Well, we could just let that song keep playing, right? Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Times of the Temptations is a smash hit on Broadway, and the show is now playing right here at Seattle's Paramount Theater. It tells the story of the Grammy-winning R&B sensations from their beginnings in Detroit all the way to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Joining us now is one of the stars, Harrell Holmes Jr. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. First of all, who do you play in the show?
Hey, thanks for having me. And I play Melvin Franklin, the bass of the group.
Wonderful. So tell us about this musical. It starts with a ton of familiar hits. It's going to be so much fun to attend, but it also tells a story of racial tensions in America in the 60s and 70s. What can the audience expect?
Absolutely. For one, like you said, the music, you can expect all of the hits from My Girl, Get Ready, Just My Imagination, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, and also the background and the story of the group, how they came together in Detroit, how they first got signed to Motown, and eventually their rise to stardom. And like you said, some of the racial tensions that they went through in the 60s, with the assassination of Dr. King, and so many things that went on that influenced their music that people probably didn't realize.
So this goes a bit deep, too. There were even some tensions that threatened to break apart the group. What can you tell us about that part of the story?
Absolutely. They were just young men navigating, their lives, from their family life to how they interacted with each other. And unfortunately, the group did have some tension with getting rid of David Ruffin and then bringing in Dennis Edwards, and also a change in their sound. So the audience gets a chance to see that a full story and how they were able to transition.
So this isn't your first rodeo, Harrell. I hear you were also once a Star Search. You were on Star Search and also on American Idol. Sounds like you were born for this performing role. What has this all been like with the success?
Oh, it's been incredible. And on each of those platforms, I sang a Temptation song. Mm-hmm. So I always wanted to be a Temptation since I was a little kid. And now to be performing it every night is a dream come true for me.
Do you have a personal favorite in a Temptation song that you just absolutely love?
Oh, that's so hard. I would say to perform every night is I Can't Get Next to You. I don't want to give it away, but it's the opening of the second act, and it's incredible.
Wonderful.
Can't Get Next to You.
We're going to have to play that on this Friday afternoon. Thank you so much, Harrell Holmes Jr., for joining us and telling us about the show. Again, this is playing at the Paramount. So, Adam, really good stuff right there. Oh, by the way, we have to tell you about exactly where it's happening. Paramount Theater, it's happening now through Sunday. It is the last weekend, keep in mind, but there are still plenty of good seats left. Just go to stgpresents.org for the latest details.